Hello everybody and welcome to Edumedia YouTube channel, your most preferred channel for credible and useful educative information. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to replace a lost or stolen Ghana passport. The step-by-step process on how to apply for replacement of Ghanaian passport using the online portal. I'll take you through the necessary documents needed as well as where to get such documents and the processes of filling the online form for replacement. First thing first, let's look at the various documents that you need for the Ghana passport replacement. In the event that your Ghana passport is lost or misplaced, the first document that you need is your police report. The police report can be obtained from any police station around your vicinity. The police will ask you to describe and explain how and when your passport got lost or stolen. Your full name as well as your current address and your telephone number will all be taken by the police for their documentation. The second document you need to obtain is the affidavit. Now, when you notice your passport is lost, you need to fill out an affidavit in the presence of a commissioner. The affidavit helps the passport agency in their investigation and verification process before they can start the processes of issuing replacement passport to you. To obtain the affidavit, you will have to provide personal information such as full name, date of birth, and place of birth to the authority. And then also, you need to provide something that identifies you, such as an ID card. Additionally, you also provide your passport number, dates of issue, and then where your passport was issued to you. If you have a copy of the passport, you can as well present it to the commissioner. Also, you have to explain to the commissioner how and when the passport got lost, including any potential circumstances or incidents surrounding the passport's missing. The third document you need to provide is proof of your identity. You need to present a proof of your citizenship and government-issued photo ID. Currently, you can just provide your Ghana card and that will suffice for this aspect. The fourth document you need to have in handy is your birth certificate. So just at the process of applying for a Ghanaian passport, you need a birth certificate to identify you as a Ghanaian, and then also you need this to use during your replacement of the Ghanaian passport. Now, without much further ado, let's go to the process of applying for the passport replacement on the portal. I'm now on the passport application portal, and the first thing I'll have to do is to log in before I can start filling the application. So I'll click on login, and then that'll give me access to this page for me to log in. Since I already have an account with this portal, I'm just going to click on sign in, fill in all these details, and then click on continue to continue to the next page. Now on this portal, I have here make payment and then verify voucher. Now, at the moment, I don't have any application here, so I'm going to make payment for an application to be released to my portal so that I can have access to it and then fill it. So I'll click on make payment, and that will take me to this particular page. On this page, I'm going to enter the details for the payment. So notice is also been given here. I have to take note of this particular notice. That's we should ensure that the information provided here is very accurate, but if you provide the wrong number, it's also going to affect the payment. So make sure the details you provide here is very important. Now, after providing the details, I'm coming down also to select the option that I'm going to select for the passport application. In this case, I want to do a replacement of my passport, but I want a 32-page passport, right? So I have to select that here. If I want a 48-page passport, I'll have to do that selection over here. If I want a 48-page passport, I'll have to do that selection here as well. So here, as I said, I want to apply for the 32-page passport. After that, I click on make payments, and then I'll get an alert on my phone to enter my code and then do the necessary payment. So after doing the payment, I have the application open for me on the portal. Click on this new application here. This is the application that I just obtained, I just paid for, and I'm going to click on it for me to start filling it. So now I click on this particular application, you have page open for me, and the first thing I see here is a question asking whether I'm filling this form on behalf of an applicant who cannot read or write, or whether I'm filling it for an applicant who can read or write. So you have to know the option you're selecting. If you are filling for an applicant who is literate, then go ahead and click no. Otherwise, you click yes, I'm filling your details. So that is what you have to take notice of. If you click on yes, you're requested to fill in the language in which you are communicating with the applicant, and then your own details and your telephone number and your address. That is what is needed there. So since we are coming for a replacement, we have the various application types here: the damaged passport, first time applicant renewal for those who have the logbook, and then the renewal for the biometric passport, and then the missing passport. The last item or the last bullet point is the missing passport. So that's what we are coming for. So I'm going to click on missing passport and continue. Note here that if you are coming for a first time applicant, or if you are first time applicant, we have to click on first time applicant. If you already have the passport and it's damaged due to file break or something happened to it, then you have to make sure you click on damaged passport. But in this instance, we are going for missing passport. And also note, we already have a video on how to renew a passport and how to apply for a Ghanaian passport as a first time applicant. So take a look at those videos in our comment section or in the description section. The links are there. Take a look at them and then know how to fill your application. Know the tidbits that are required when you are renewing your passport application. Well, let's click on missing passports and then we click on continue. So the next page we have is for us to enter a photograph of the applicant. So the applicant you are applying for the replacement for. If you are doing it yourself, then you have to upload your own photograph. Please take notice that the photograph should be in a passport sized, and then also it shouldn't exceed 210 kilobytes. So take note of that. If you're uploading and then the picture is not going through, then probably it might be larger than the required file size. So just take notice of that and reduce it. That is what we have to do here, the applicant photograph. After the applicant photograph, we click on save and then you go to the application. This way you're going to enter the applicant's details, the applicant's name, the date of birth, the height, the city, place of birth. This is all the details that you need about the applicant. So make sure you provide them in details. Make sure you provide everything that is needed here, the most details that are applicable to you. Then on the next page is for you to provide education. If you as the applicant, you've already received any form of formal education, you have to click on yes, and then you enter the details of the school, the location of the school, as well as the years that you completed the school. If you haven't had any formal education, then you click on no. So that is what you have to do here. At this page, you are going to the citizenship aspect. Under the citizenship, you're going to enter details about your parents, your father, your mom, and then one of your grandparents. The details you read here are their names, hometown, their telephone numbers, if they are alive, their telephone numbers, and their email if they have a name. Those are the details that you have. If they are not alive, probably you have to provide the last known address that they had before they passed away. So you need to provide those details here. After this section, you go to the next section, which is about your guarantors. You're going to provide 2 guarantors, 2 people that are going to stand in for you in case of emergency. So they should be relatives, they should be close people who are close to you. They shouldn't be your parents because you've already provided details about your parents. So these people would have to be your brothers, either your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, your relatives, your close friends. Those people that the agency or any institutions can reach out to in case you are in a situation that needs a relative to be reached out to. So those are the people that you're going to provide here. Then the final aspect that you're going to take care of is the witness aspect. For the witness, you're going to provide someone who is in a particular rank. So we need people who are in particular position, like the clergy, the heads of institutions, directors. Those are people that you need to fill in as your witness. You're going to put their details here, then make sure you have their contact. They need to also have stamps that they can put on your form when you print it. That is all that you have to do here. Now, after all these fillings, you're going to the preview section, and then preview, that's where you're going to see details or recap of everything that you filled, and make sure you read through this carefully. Make sure what you are filling here is true and accurate. So you preview everything. If everything you see here is correct for you and you are sure that you fill the correct details, then you click on sign declaration. You click on sign declaration and then a short code is sent to your phone. Now on the declaration form or on the declaration page where you're going to sign it, since you're coming for a replacement, then you have to make sure you tick and select the option here. So the second option, that is, I have an old passport that I want to attach to my application, or one that is lost. So make sure you click on that particular option. If you're a first timer, obviously we select the first one. But since we are coming for replacement, then you click on the second one. When you click on it, you have two options available to you. Is your passport missing? If it is missing, probably you can't attach it, so you need to select lost. If your passport is damaged, then it's going to be attached, so that you attach the damaged passport. All right. And if the passport is probably expired or probably is out of date, and you're going to renew it, you're also going to select attached. That is where you're going to attach the old one to it, so that they know that you already have a passport. But in our case, we are going for replacement. It is lost. The stolen, you don't even have it. So we're going to select lost, and then we sign the declaration. So down here, you're going to enter the short code that is sent to your phone number, and then when you enter it, you click on save declaration. So this is all that you need to do for the application. So you fill the application for a replacement of the passport, and you've submitted it, everything is sent to the passport office. The next thing you're going to do is to book an appointment for your biometric capture, because you'd have to go to the passport office for you to do that. So you book appointment, click, and then you have the appointments page in for you, and then you select your center where you're going to go for the passport application or the biometric capture. So you select the center here. If selecting the center, you now have the option to select the date that you're going there. So you click on the dates, book appointment, and then you're able to select the date. The dates here, we have open days, book days, block days, and then pass days. In this instance, we are looking for open days. So open days are those that are in white. So you look for a favorable date, you click on it, and then you select to book it. So I'm going to select my own date here, and then I'll just continue to book my appointment. So I click on it, and then you click on booked. And that's all that you need to do. You book your appointment, you have a sync open for you, and then you have access to your PDF or the preview of your application. This is what you're going to print. You print this particular application, and then you submit it on the day of the biometric capture. Just print this, send it to your witness to sign. Your witness will stamp and sign on it, and you also sign. You, the applicant, you also sign. This is what you take in addition to the documents that I mentioned earlier: your police extract, your affidavit, your birth certificate, and then your proof of identity. That's your Ghana card. Alright, so this is it. You successfully applied for the replacement of your Ghanaian passport. You just have to relax. When the date is due, you make it to the passport application center, and then your bank details will be captured. So this is all that I have for you in this particular video. If you like it, please hit the like button. Please share this video and let others also benefit from this. If you are new to our channel, please subscribe to our channel. I will really appreciate your subscription. Thank you, and see you in the next video.